I've been pulling from the episode lately too.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
picking something. You know?
How's that? Look at the back. Look, see? That's the. We got to cheer. Let's
I'm a
cheers.
white
Why don't
guy.
you open with a cheer?
That's what I was gonna do. You start.
Oh, I like that. Why do I have to start? You start.
Jordan starts.
All right, Jordan, go ahead.
See again, back with the sentiment.
Okay. I got it. To the next chapter, whatever it looks like. Hey, cheers, bro. Did you see this?
That's.
sorry,
I think you just broke the law.
Cheers.
But I thought we were all gonna do it.
All right, so you too. Oh shit, it's happening.
Cheers to the boys.
Yeah.
And just to the simple good times we got. Walking outside with you guys to get a little couple more Millers.
Don't say it. Don't say
Get
the
a couple
name.
more Millers.
Don't say the name.
Yeah, they're not paying you.
Bleep that out.
nice, dude.
Bleep that out.
They're
It
not
was
paying
nice. I didn't say the full
It
name.
was
We're
nice.
good.
The walk was nice.
All I could say is I'm on the highlight.
Yeah. This is gonna be a fun one. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It tastes amazing.
It's his first time drinking. Give him a break.
Okay.
Come on.
I haven't drank in a while.
I remember my first.
Me too.
beer.
Yo, I stopped drinking during the week, like a while ago, and you guys, you made
Brought
me
it out of you?
go back on my good habit.
Okay, hold on. We didn't ask anything.
Actually, we didn't say it.
Every time you
did
show
not
up here,
say it.
you always
I brought the beer.
you just
Yeah, I
bring it. So
Well, these are
Which I appreciate.
look.
Yeah.
It's the drink of the summer. It's
Damn.
the
I'm gonna do this
It's the
about-
spaghetti. Okay,
it's a spaghetti.
It is a Miller High Life with a big gulp taken out of it, and a nice healthy splash of Aperol, which is Italian aperitif,
and a
and a little squirt of lemon just to balance out the
we
flavor.
gotta restart.
Just cut all that out. All right.
Is
here.
it?
I
It's gonna be a fun.
I feel like all right.
We have people who
This
listen
is
to
how
this,
little we
man.
drink, though. We've had
No,
two
you're right.
two
You're
like
right.
essentially non-alcoholic beers, and we're here fucking falling over.
No, I feel good.
To the boys. That's it. To the boys. To the boys.
Let's go.
To the boys.
And welcome back,
guys.
welcome home to the You Out Here podcast. And see, I didn't drink that time.
Are you, man?
I feel good.
Are you
I feel
from
great.
another universe, dude?
Welcome back, welcome home to the You Out Here podcast, episode 274. We're back with Jordan.
Can you guys see
Dude.
this?
And I would never do that because I'm humble and I want to introduce our guest first.
Sorry, Jordan.
Put the spotlight on him, dude.
We've been working.
Because he's been here for a long
We
time.
worked out today.
And I'm really proud of you guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Let's get into a couple.
It sounds like this is like coded.
I know,
We
no.
literally worked out.
I know.
We literally
I said
wasn't.
I'm proud.
Dave gave me an introduction to boxing today, which
Little
was
intro.
Little
intro.
pretty brutal. Honestly,
Yeah, brutal.
because I'm so out of shape. So
You did great. You did excellent.
You molded me like soft clay.
He took to it very. You took to it.
and I can't touch my pinkies and my thumbs together anymore.
Oh man,
And I then showed Dave how to lift weights.
Romanian deadlift, which I don't know how to
one
do.
exercise. But then we both gave up because we're tired.
Spent.
We're old.
The gym really is like the only spot where dudes like
Bond?
really bond together.
Not true, but I yes, but
like-
yes, I do.
Like
I think it's a
the fastest place.
I think
I
it's
think
a
so.
socially acceptable place for men to support each other.
No other place
Totally.
are dudes coming up to me and be like, "Hey, dude, like, what about this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Actually,
There was a
like,
guy who was a little nasty.
Yeah, but see, I have that experience all the time. I was telling you, I use my my town rec center as my gym because it's very cheap and it's so close to my house. I have like no excuse not to go. And there's no gym community at all. It's mostly senior citizens, which I love that they work out there. And
Because
teenagers.
you could push him off the equipment.
the highest
That's why you can walk in there
because they're
just
so
be like,
light and fragile.
move around.
I can whip them.
Yeah, dude, get off the
no.
the crawl the crunch machine.
I fully support them being there because they're respectful and they work out and then they go about their day because they probably have other shit to do. It's the teenagers that really bug me. I also support teens being there working out, but they are the ones that kind of they clump together.
like one machine.
Well, and
one
my
machine
gym
you
is
wanna
so
get on.
small. There's only like 1 or 2 benches. So
Yeah.
if there's 40 sophomores hanging out on the bench, like I'm not using it that day.
That's right. We got to hit an intro real quick. Patreon.com/You're Here Podcast. You want to support us, please. That's the place to do it. You want to help, us grow this thing. Littlest amount helps us a bunch. So Patreon.com/You're Here Podcast. Thank you guys who are
it was already
patrons.
You're on the screen.
OhagenCareerCoaching.com. You have an interview coming up. You don't know what to do. You're a little nervous about it. Don't you want to be prepped? Don't you want to know, just to have some armor for like whatever situation you're walking into for this next job opportunity? Coach O, Jim O'Hagan's your guy. It's the only guy I'd send you to. He's got 35 plus years of experience. He is the man, and he's handsome. Go check him out, OhagenCareerCoaching.com. And AnytimeActorsLab.com. Guys, do you want to learn how to act and you don't know how? Just go to the YouTube page. Go check out the TikTok. It's all free, right? You can get a total understanding of Adam Louder as a teacher of the craft. And I bet you're not even going to need to hear this anymore. You're just going to go and you're going to get one-on-ones with him. He's doing one-on-ones online right now. AnytimeActorsLab.com.
That's good, dude.
Thanks, bro. I'm getting more
really
concise with everything.
Because I was thinking, should I say anything? And I'm like, let him have it.
No, I'm a pro. And we're also, and just opening this up, any sponsors that want the You Are Here podcast to be an official sponsored partnership with us, email us. What's our email?
Our email is youarehere.pc@gmail.com.
Boom. That's it.
It'll be in the description if you are looking for that. It's on our website too.
Yeah.
Also, dude, I gotta shout out the website. My cousin made it.
Hit it.
And we have an anonymous question board.
Yes, man.
You can just ask anonymously. And that's like, honestly,
dangerous.
The thing I would really want to if anything starts happening, I want that to start happening.
You want people
I love the interaction.
Me too, man. Me too. That's honestly what I'm
You've been getting any weird questions on the message board? On the question board?
That's because we never shout it out.
Yeah, we got to shout it out.
Well, now that I know.
You got to throw some randos
throw you some weird-ass questions.
Please do.
I'm going to make you guys feel a little uncomfy.
And what is, where can girls reach you specifically?
My number is 2.
No, just kidding. Jordan, welcome back to the pod, man. How do you feel, bro? You got Go Watch on. You look buff. You got a nice workout in. We're a little buzzed on Miller High Life. How do you feel?
I'm exhilarated.
Yeah, me too, man. You are here.
What's one thing you love about Jordan?
Oh, let's go right into it, bro.
We're just gonna freaking get on Jordan today.
Honesty. The dude is honest, and not in a way that's like, I'm gonna be a little bit honest. I'm gonna just give you a touch of honesty and then coat it with false smoke and mirrors to make you still be my friend. I feel like Jordan's the kind of friend where he's loving and he's honest because he's loving. He loves you because he's honest. They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I love Jordan.
I like Jordan.
It means something.
I like Jordan. He introduces you to cool shit.
He does, man.
And I like anyone that's passionate about just different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Because that's my favorite thing.
Why does Jordan love Jordan?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, does Jordan love Jordan, and why does Jordan?
I don't know if I'm emotionally evolved enough to answer that properly, but I mean, all right. I think both the things
Jordan today,
both things you brought up are things that I value in myself. I think I can acknowledge that those are things that I've tried to cultivate in my own existence. Is honesty in terms of not going out of my way to hurt people's feelings, but I have this theory that most people never hear the honest truth or constructive criticism, and I think that there's a right and wrong way to do that. And I feel like a lot of people do it the wrong way and they're just assholes, or a lot of people do it the wrong way and they don't try and uplift other people's passion. And I think a good friend should be there to motivate. It should be there to help the people they care about become better versions of themselves. And I think part of that is being honest and being upfront about what I think. Obviously within reason. Yeah. There are certain situations you want to keep your mouth shut. And I'm getting better at that every day. But what do I like about myself? I don't know, man. I really like my my taste. Kind of a combination of what you're saying, but I think I've cultivated an eye for things, and I think that is something I didn't always have, and it's something I want to continue to cultivate. And as I get older and more cultured and more aged and understanding of the world, I want to I want to be a conduit for good taste for other people. And if that's something I can give to other people as I get old and dried up, then I will die happy.
When your dune juices stop coming
My
out.
dune juices?
Yeah. Is that the way to say it? When your liquids in your body and
Yeah, right. Yes,
Yeah,
when they take
They
back
dry up.
my water after I
When they
die,
take back
yes.
your water.
Yes.
When we sucked like a shopping cart or shopping bag and like vacuum all the air out of it.
The vacuum bag
Yeah.
at the end.
And you're
yes.
just a shriveled thing like this.
There's dust in the wind.
Dude,
That's how I want to be.
what do we love about Mike, man?
Oh, we're doing the whole circle.
Well, we got it.
We
now.
have to.
You
Yeah,
started
This
it.
is a loving
This is how
circle.
bros love, man.
All right. Oh wait, I have so many nice things to say about Mike because me and Mike have gotten closer over the past like 6 months. We've been working together on stuff and
yeah.
like making some plans and sharing our mutual interests and stuff, which are many. We have a lot of mutual interests. I think my favorite thing about you is that you just like do the work. You're always working on something. You're like the least lazy guy I've ever met. And I don't know if like you think that that's a compliment. I think it's a huge compliment because a lot of people like me, I'm talking about myself. Like I will find interest in something and then somehow find a reason to stop being interested in it. And I think you're the opposite. You find something you love and you like can hone in on it and really do the thing.
Yeah,
So
full bore.
yeah, so I
Absolutely.
appreciate that
Thank
about
you,
you.
man. Oh, that's like
I
something.
love. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say what I love about you.
You can go ahead.
I'll be quick.
No, don't be quick. Be you, man.
The first thing that comes to mind is how much grace you have for others. You have so much like patience and grace for others. This man never talks shit about people.
Yeah.
Never talks shit about people.
It's not a facade for the pod.
No, dude, he really was like, I'll be like, oh, what the, this happened. And then he's just like, I hear you, man. And like, totally understand. But don't you think about like, where's he at? Where's she at? Where's that person at? You have a ton of grace for others. And I think it's like just a cool quality about you. It's one of many things I love about you, but that's one of the top.
Damn.
And it's not like put on. It's just like how you operate.
Sometimes I feel like I will be talking about something and I'll start complaining. And like, I'll be like, why am I, but I'll see like your energy and I'm like, dude, he's so calm. And like, I just got to calm down
Yeah.
because he has the same things to complain about.
Yeah.
He's got the same problems, the same annoying things that happen and he's chilling. And I'm like, I got to be like that. So,
Seen him yesterday.
Damn.
Chilling.
what happened yesterday? Well, no, wait. What do we love about Dave?
Oh no, we can skip. What does Mike love about Mike? And then we can move on.
Yeah.
Today, what does Mike love about Mike?
Oh man.
I'm trying to make I'm trying to make us love each other ourselves more.
I think
We gotta do that more.
recently I realized I love that kind of similar to what you were saying is like I'm always trying to find kind of meaning in things and like not want to stop,
Yeah. Yeah.
And that could be like sometimes when I think about it, it's like it's so overwhelming and it's so hard. And it's like, dude, I just want something to mean. Like, can just 1 + 1 = 2 and like that be life, sometimes. But I found that I've been loving that it's not like that. That like things are unexplainable and like so much shit like just happens and like you gotta just adapt and that's life. So I'm learning like I don't know what that means, but just loving how life is.
Mike's
Being able to
search
like
for
change things.
Going with the flow, man.
Mike's search for meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your podcast.
Damn.
It's kind of like what we do here. Well, but yeah, that's what the plight of man is. It's like man's search for meaning. It's like just trying to find what is meaningful. What
I
means
think the
something.
happiest people have found meaning in the smallest thing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Clip that.
We were talking about
Mike,
that.
clip that.
We were talking
Roberto.
about that about Perfect Days, right? I haven't watched it yet, but
God.
but that's the whole. That's
neither.
the whole,
And I know you guys have.
But it's the whole. That's the whole basis of the movie, right? It's about finding enjoyment in the small things. So maybe that's the secret.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I really want to just hear what you guys think about it.
I'm sorry.
gotta watch it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Ooh, there's something because that's spot on. But that's like just from watching like when you watch trailers and shit, that's like what you get.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's also what the movie is. But there's like a little little slivers of different stuff that can like. I feel like there's so many meanings you can draw from it.
Okay.
So I'd be interested to like see what each person thinks.
Gets from that movie.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dave,
And what about Dave, man?
you go first.
Don't say the generic. He's so nice. Oh, he's
He's
nice.
just so cool, man.
Dave's a nice guy.
No, I gotta let me think about it.
Because you guys know me. You guys know I'm not a nice guy.
Yes, you are.
Dark.
Dude. You're evil. I'll go first.
Baby.
Dave, I've known you like 10 years.
Wow.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
At least?
Yeah. Whoa. That's a good amount of time to like get to know somebody. I think we two have gotten closer over the past few years, working more together.
For sure.
I think you're just like the amount of love you feel for other people is fierce in a way that I think I don't like totally understand, and I think that is what makes you so unique.
Thanks, dude.
Because the love, it doesn't feel fake. It doesn't feel like when you say I love you and we get off the phone, which happens often, we say we love each other because not enough people say that to each other in the first place. But I never did that with my friends because it was always looked at as weird to express that type of platonic love for people. But then, you start losing people and you start experiencing the darker parts of life as you get older, and you don't hear it enough.
Yeah.
And I think like that is like key to you as a person. And, my experience as being your friend for 10 years has been like experiencing that secondhand and watching you not reserve it just for your closest people, for everyone you come in contact with. So that's important.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool, dude. I'm glad you feel that love, man. I love you.
Yeah.
That's the first word that came when I was like thinking. I'm like, it's like love, But like, think about it more. I think the way you're able to, you know me. You guys both know me. It's like relationships I've had, people I've met, all the things that have happened, things that have crashed, things that have been okay or good. Like, I've never felt someone make me feel so like close to them, like as like a brother almost. I've never had that except for my own brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're able to do that for me. I don't know.
It's rare. It's rare to get that from a friend.
It is.
Most of the time, the friendship comes with stipulations. It comes with conditions. It's conditional, and I think that's fair. A lot of people you have conditional relationships with because you can't be like this with every single person you interact with in your whole life. But there are some people that you have to have that kind of relationship with. And I feel like with you and you guys in particular, like, there are not a lot of male friends that I feel like I have that brotherly relationship with. I also have a brother that I'm really close to and I love deeply, but like it's rare to find that same energy from someone who hasn't known you your entire life and doesn't know you on that level, and now is trying to get to know you on that level. That's rare.
That's awesome.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, guys. I love you both, man. I really do.
Me too, man. I think the stipulations thing. Do you think like what if you did treat all friendships like that, or like try to?
I
feel like you'd literally get like it'd be overwhelming.
Well, I feel like a lot of
you
people
just
don't
can't.
want that kind of friendship.
Yeah.
They want simple and like, detached.
surface. Yeah, detached. Yeah.
Like I feel like with us, it's like all the hardships of friendships, like they were non-existent.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've never felt any of them.
Yeah.
Only like 2 times we like clashed.
Yeah.
And we're like immediately we're like, okay, cool.
Resolved.
Like, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just wonder what that is.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I don't know. I thank you guys. I think I'm trying to think of like what I love about myself. And I like off of what you guys are saying, like I definitely had an intention of like trying to cultivate love in my life, like true love with my friends. And not everyone meets you there all the time. Like I think I'm just learning as I get older. Like you said, man, like you lose people, and that kind of it shades like how you interact with your friends and your partner and your mom and dad or your grandparents or whoever, whoever you're lucky enough. Because love is a funny thing. Love is like, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it's just like you work on a thing together, or you just fall in love with somebody. I don't know. And I've never been afraid to be like that with the people that I feel something for. And you're that way to me. And yeah, I can like, yeah, you guys just mean a lot to me. People mean a lot. There's a real select circle, but yeah, I like that about myself, that I love deeply, man. And I'm hurt deeply because of it, but it's also like I'm glad my heart's like built that way, shaped that way, and I wouldn't change it. So I like that about myself. Yeah,
it's really a good thing when there's like characteristics that we have that are like, they can be either way. Like we feel like it's negative for us, or good. Mm-hmm. But when there's something that's like just fully positive, even though there's negatives, you don't even think about them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess so.
I think that's what it is,
Yeah, because you saw me negative yesterday.
Dude, do you want to get into this, man?
I mean, I want to share with you, man.
They've been alluding to something that
this
happened.
Was
I have not heard about it yet.
Because you just heard all the loving stuff.
Yeah.
Dave's loving,
Now,
and Mike's, he's kind and he gives people space,
grace.
Do
for
we
others.
have to give some context to what this story?
So I don't know if you guys have heard of white manna before. I was always pronouncing it white manna. I learned I was wrong. White manna.
I'm going to call whatever I want now, because
call it whatever you want. Yeah, hold on. Go ahead, Mike. Set it up.
Let's set up the day, though. Mm-hmm. Dude, we had a great day.
Brianna Pastor.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. We got to just what do we do?
Hey, dude, book signing. Congratulations, Brianna Pastor. Good grief.
Oh, the book's up there.
Get it on Amazon right now. I got mine signed.
One of one.
And you don't have that. Sorry. What we do? We went to the book signing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Lines out for Brianna out there.
Beautiful time.
Went to a coffee house.
Went to Rooster's Coffee.
Rooster's Coffee. Dude, it was awesome. You been there?
No. I was telling him about it
it's
today.
It's great. It's beautiful. Awesome place. Just great people.
Shout out Roosters.
Some weird interactions, but still, you're like,
whoa.
You know what? I was like tallying up what was going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to tally up what's happening.
You were
in the day.
You're keeping score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know Dave in public. He's got a history.
Oh.
No, there's a history of Red Dave.
Do you do that when we go out together?
No.
Do you keep a tally?
Now look, okay, kind of.
You have like a third eye watching me?
Just because look, in the car, sometimes Dave's driving, he's like, this guy is...
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Dave's... It's like a string, it's like held by twines,
It's like a few threads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like little threads, and like it's at the start, it's not...
like a piano string.
It's not like at the start, it's like, it's almost like, I don't know, you like glue the string together.
Well made, yeah.
It's freshly glued. And now someone cuts Dave off, and it's like, ding! And like a string's like this and that, and you're like, oh man, I'm like, all right, Dave, like it's just a slow driver. The guy's making a dumb illegal turn.
There's a guy. There's a full tow truck that took up 2 lanes.
It's funny because the
try to back up, and there's a whole line behind me, and I'm of course the first one there, and the guy won't let me go by.
But let me examine though. Let me examine.
Go ahead.
From my perspective.
Yeah, from your perspective. Go ahead.
And like in those moments, I think like, what do I do? Like, what would I do? You know what I mean? Like you went almost straight up to the guy. So like he's almost like kind of I could see it from his side where he's like, this guy's on my head. Like I can't even move. Like I could see him saying that. Okay. That's what I start thinking about.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, Dave's like super close to this guy now, and like you're kind of like looking out the window, like what the fuck? Yeah, like making a face. And
was I making a face?
I'm like, uh-oh. Well, you were yelling
inside the car.
In the car, you're screaming. And I'm like, okay, like this could escalate any second now. And the guy like luckily didn't see you at all, and just didn't respond. Yeah. But that was like my first like, okay, we're good. We're still good. There's just a little twine.
But still beautiful. But beautiful
day.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at it.
But one twine snapped. One twine
snapped. And look, that's how things happen. Things build up.
Yeah.
And they burst.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So now we're like, dude, white manna. We talked about white manna hamburgers.
Yeah. You
classic.
I had 3 people this week talk to me about White Manna hamburgers, and I put it in my head, I'm going to go. And he said, I said, that's got to be a sign. He said it at Rooster.
Well, it's what White Manna for the uninitiated. What is that?
New Jersey staple. It's in Hackensack, New Jersey. Birthed out in Newark.
Oh, you went to Hackensack.
So we went to the Hackensack.
Oh, I thought you went to Jersey City.
No, Jersey City one. So we went to the Hackensack one. It's supposed to be better. And it's apparently like the burger spot. If you're gonna go to New Jersey, all the tourists come. That's White Manna. It's little sliders.
It's a onion burger, like simple Martin's potato roll. Like the simple
Jersey
burger.
Yeah.
Like classic.
Pressed down.
Classic.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So we're like, let's go. Why not? And we head over, and
Thank you for that.
it's a small spot. Obviously, super packed. Parking packed.
Now, can I say,
Popping off.
as we're pulling in, Mike, we're in the car. There's a spot. The guy right in front of me, he like somehow finds the last spot, and I'm like, dude, damn it! And like 5 dudes pour out of the truck. I'm like, dude, they got us, man. They got us, right? So I like find another spot. Go ahead.
Can I ask at this
I
point?
love
though,
that you remember. I had no clue.
Yeah.
Can I ask? Though, were you hangry at this point?
No, I don't think I was hangry. I was more excited.
Were you hungry?
I think we were just excited.
I was
'Cause we're
excited.
Like, let's try.
I was
it.
excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I had coffee, so I was chilling.
that can make things way worse.
It could.
I turn into the Hulk when I have too much caffeine.
Man.
I felt peaceful.
And if you add on being hungry,
I wasn't.
on top of
know if I
caffeinated,
was
sometimes
I never even thought about that. Maybe caffeine is really,
it's a drug.
it might mess you up.
It could be. But
But
go ahead.
Let's continue. So we get into a spot that's like not really a spot, and I'm like, dude, let's just park there. Like whatever. Like these businesses are closed. Like no one cares. So we go there.
Yeah.
Illegal. Sorry. I apologize. we walk in, and no, we don't even walk in.
No, we're stuck outside.
It's a tiny ass place.
It's as small as you can
It looks
imagine.
like a fabricated restaurant.
It's like
that
the
was
prefab
plopped in.
post World War II.
Because I always
most diners are.
I always drive by the original White Manna sometimes for work, right?
Yeah.
And it looks exactly the same. So I'm like, they just picked this up from somewhere and just plopped it on. You could even see like the concrete's like literally like
lifted,
glued, like it's glued on. Like
Yeah.
So we're waiting in line and like we're waiting 5, 10. There's people in front of us.
Now they're directly in front of us, and they came out of that truck. So the truck that was in front of us that took the last spot.
Yeah.
Those are the guys in front of us.
Oh,
right?
we got to talk about the legend too.
Yeah.
There's this cool guy, super cool guy, super dope. We're in line. This guy comes up to us, and I don't know why everyone. This is something that's stupid. Why do people see a line and then go like, "Is this the line? What's that?" Because why are we doing that? Because obviously it's the line.
Because no, we're just standing here in a row.
Well, devil's advocate.
See, I like this. Go ahead, Jordan.
Line to order, line to pick up.
Now, you're right.
Now,
In a busy place, it can get very
White Manna.
complicated.
You're right.
Again, we're busy. It's so popular, right?
Yeah.
That there's a lot of people that show up, and now there's a pickup option. So there's no order. There's no one outside saying like, guys, do this, stand here. This.
There's
it's just
nothing.
free for all.
There's
Okay,
no
go
direction.
ahead.
There's no. We made the line. The line is like the weirdest curve going into. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And this guy comes. Like people are like, oh, like are you guys waiting? Like, oh, I'm gonna pick up. Like, oh, they just go in, and there's no room.
Just pick. Yeah.
No
room to go in. There's no.
And
room
I
to go in.
start standing like right next to the door because I'm like, don't get greedy, guys.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be the door guy.
But then homie in the trench coat shows up. The
This
legend.
dude,
Hold on.
he said, pick up. I gotta pick up. He knew. He already knew. He's a veteran.
he's a vet. You can tell he's a White Manna vet.
He walks in. He gets
there.
it. He's got like 5 big bags,
Yeah.
and he's like, he walks out.
And what does he say? What does he say to you?
Remember what he said?
He says,
He looked at us. He says, "Good luck."
good luck. So now he goes back to he waddles over to the truck.
So
He didn't even want to the car. He's like fumbling with he's like
I shouldn't have said waddles.
something happened. He did.
No.
I think
I take that back. Scrub that.
he was a big guy.
Go ahead. I shouldn't have said that.
So he said good luck.
He said, "Good
He said
luck."
good luck and winked
started
at
walking
us
away.
and hit the truck.
That's pretty foreboding.
Yeah,
I will say.
yeah.
That's some fucking.
And we're at minute 20 now.
Yeah.
So just picture that. We're at
So
minute
you've
20.
been in line.
He's got a black trench coat.
for 20 minutes.
Dusty.
Haven't moved. Barely moved. And the group in front of us again is the 6 guys from the truck that took the last spot. Okay.
And they're acting weird,
Okay.
Right.
foreign.
Foreign.
Yeah.
And
Canadian.
they sound bad.
Yeah. We don't know
them,
yet.
We learned them to eventually figured it out.
Go ahead.
We learned them.
We're doing Tarantino on this shit.
We learned that they were Canadians.
Yeah.
Right. Which
That's the worst.
in New Jersey,
Fine.
white man.
Wait, what part of
in line?
What like?
Wait, no.
We'll get into it.
Ontario. I saw the license plate.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. Ontario.
But the legend thing. Last thing I want to say is
please.
he went to his car.
And at this point, can I say we're in a good place? We're laughing.
We're in a great place.
Still joking.
Yeah, we're
with each
laughing.
other.
We're like,
It's
this is
great.
so funny. Like, this guy's
So
awesome.
go ahead. So he goes to his trunk.
Opens his trunk, SUV, pops open, and he's just got a cooler in the back. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, dude, there's no way he has a cooler and he's gonna be putting this food in the cooler. And he's not even like a delivery driver. He just has a cooler.
Just has his cooler.
He's a pro. Like, he's a veteran. There's no way he's gonna do this.
Professional as
Homie
they
opens
come.
it up, he's putting this shit in, and you could see something's wrong. He like runs back up. He's like, no straw. And walks in, gets a straw, pieces out.
But has to wedge.
Yeah. Through all these people. And these guys in front of us aren't moving for
35 people and 15 square feet. Like,
And
it
it's
was crazy.
And it's been 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
Now we finally get in the door.
We get inside.
We're like, fuck this. Like, we're trying to be like, all right, like, what's going on?
Again, no one's telling us to get inside.
Yeah,
No
like,
one's telling us-
what's the protocol?
They just keep saying,
what do we do
guys,
here?"
close the... One guy, guys, close the door.
Yeah.
That's all you hear. So we get in, the door closes behind us. Now we got that big group in front of us still. And there's a dude in a white t-shirt who's like younger dude. Probably Mike's age.
Yeah.
And he's in front of us.
Yeah.
No room. And I noticed like you know how when you're in a concert or something, like there's someone in front of you, like you feel them behind you, and you kind of like you guys find a space where you're not nuts to butts.
Sure. Okay.
It was as if
sure.
It was as if
So like, you don't want me leaned up on
you don't want me leaned up on you, right? And so I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
So I'll move.
All right.
But every time I move,
Did he just scoot a little closer?
yes. And my crotch would be almost damn near on him for the whole.
He was in front of you.
Yes. Okay, so they all sit down. So people are getting up eventually. So they jump on all this. It's a bar row. Yeah. It's a U-shaped bar row.
So they were dining in.
They're dining in. They choose to dine in.
They were eating.
And let me tell you,
And not only dine in, they choose to take their time dining in. They choose in the midst of all this.
And I'll be real, there was like 6, maybe 8 regular stool seats, like facing.
Yeah.
Where like
facing
they're
the one
making
grill
stuff.
man.
It's tiny.
There's one grill man.
And there's like 4 like
the grill is this size.
Stools 10 inches from the ground that no one's sitting on because there's no point in sitting.
It's insane. So they sit on those. Okay. What do you guys want? So he's talking to the one grill guy who's.
Oh yeah, and this is how it works. The
Yeah,
guy,
go ahead, please.
we were trying to figure it out. You literally just have to either wait till they say, "Hey, what do you want?" And there's no like order. Finally, I think like these guys were being so crazy.
Up to us to tell them what the order is. It's up to us, the customer, to figure out who's behind me, who's in front of me, who's going next.
Yeah.
Because he's just gonna pick his head up over this little steam of it and say, "Who's up? Who's up?" So it could be a motherfucker that's 4 behind you saying like me, and then you got to be like, "No, dude, like it was me," and it could cause a lot of issues. So just remember that.
Oh, and the first thing I want to add too.
Are you following this?
Yeah.
If you're not following it, tell us so we could go
The thing
back.
I really want to
I
add in,
understand.
the thing I want to add in too, because I really want to just paint a good picture of
Please
this place.
do, man.
We walk in because like think about it, classic burgers, right? Freaking
Mike caught this right
burgers,
away.
huh?
Caught this right away.
And I was like, I watched this dude on YouTube. I told Dave like, oh, like I heard the New York one was bad because they opened this new spot.
in Hackensack.
And this is what I heard. And someone went to the Hackensack spot.
Jersey
said,
City one,
It's
or
better
whatever.
because like it's newer and like they care. But the other one, like they don't really care about anymore. Or it's bad day. Maybe you got to go on a good day, which sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks that the quality. It's not consistent.
Went down, yeah.
So we picked to go there, and I'm like looking. I'm like, we're waiting. It's 30 minutes, 40 minutes now, and I'm like, we finally get in, and I'm like, let me see what's going on because Mikey knows how cooking works. Mikey knows how
Also,
good food is.
a
Mikey
couple
knows
of
what's going on.
Yeah, you do. You always do.
I can tell from the smells,
A second. Yeah,
the
you picked up
smells,
on it.
the looks, the sound, the everything.
Yeah.
You walk in, no music.
Dead quiet.
Quiet. And it's full. Somehow there's 20 people in this tiny ass room. And there's no
one's talking.
sound. No one's talking. No one's nothing. It's just quiet. Everyone's staring.
So we're all facing this shaped grill.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I look at the grill, and we walk in, and I see.
Do you hear it?
You know what I see?
Did you hear that?
No, there's no sizzle. There's no nothing. All I see is the cook. His hand is on the grill.
Oh.
Like his palm on the grill.
Oh.
The hot grill. And I said, I looked at Dave. I said, "There's no sizzle."
Yeah, you did say
There's
that.
no sizzle.
Now I'm still hopeful.
Yeah,
I'm still
and
hopeful.
like, oh, you know, this is.
I'm like, no, bro, it's a stat.
White man, right?
Yeah. I'm not trying to feel like it's not going to be good.
You know what I saw?
Because we're a half hour
I
in
can
now.
literally picture. I could draw it. If you gave me a paper, I could draw it right now. There was a couple onions, like dry. You know, you cook onions, but like you put it on like the side where it's like dries out.
Yeah.
Dried onions, and his hand was like that on it, and the onions around it. And that made me go.
So you're concerned. I'm still like, I don't care.
The one thing,
And we're too far in.
the one thing a grill top has over like other ways of making burgers is that flat, crispy smash burger.
Smash. Yes.
That's how it should be. There's no other way to make it. Sorry. There's no other, like, as a former burger aficionado, if it wasn't made that way.
Now, the only thing I can ever think of is I know back in the day, burgers used to be steamed.
Yes.
So maybe
Like a White Castle
they're
thing.
going
Well, so White Castle started that.
They're maybe going for this vibe.
Burgers were originally, I just listened to a podcast about White Castle.
Really?
Coincidentally.
Oh, this is perfect. I'm glad we had you on today.
White Castle started because burgers had a bad rap. Burgers, Chuck ground
no
beef was garbage food for poor people. That's how they sold it.
That's how it always
Because if you had money, you bought steak, and all the offcuts got ground up and fed to the poors. You know, so burgers were poor people food. So eventually, the guy who started White Castle, I don't remember his exact name, but he decided, well, we're going to change the burger. We're going to give it a better reputation. So what did he do? He made a place called White Castle, something bright and clean, and all the restaurants were...
And think white, dude.
Right, yeah, it was that time, yeah. But the place was clean. It didn't have the... It was, listen, right after The Jungle came out, remember the book The Jungle that was about the meat industry in Chicago?
The Jungle Book?
Yeah.
The book. No. The book called The Jungle.
Okay,
Which was about like the stockyards and how they used to like have piles of rotting meat that they would grind up and feed to people. And it started like the, like food protection laws and stuff. So meat in general just had a bad rap. Burgers in particular. So this guy was like, we're going to change it. It's cheap. We can make a lot of it really fast if we steam them. We make
Perfect.
them, and they're cheap and clean. And people, and like, what would happen is people, high class people, loved these burgers, so they would like park around the block and send their kid to buy the burgers for them. What? So that nobody would see them with the White Castle bag.
That's so me.
And that's what we saw.
That's
that one
so
dude.
me, dude.
So
that one
give you some
dude-
context about White Castle, and
Thank
then
you.
all the white manna and the all the castles and the mannas and stuff started popping up all over the country because they were emulating the success of White Castle.
Castle.
So even though they're old as
So
shit,
White Man is off of White Castle?
as far as I know, they're all
Probably.
kind of a copy of that that
Seems
thing,
like it.
that archetype that White Castle started. And there was competitors at the time with White Castle, but White Castle is by far the most popular.
Yeah, for sure.
But like they started this whole thing of like cheap, fast, steamed burgers that like, you kind of know what to expect, right? And back when they were 10 cents a piece, because just some family history, White Castle was a big deal in Clifton, which is my hometown.
Really?
My mom grew up in Clifton. There's a White Castle right around the block from where I grew up.
Whoa.
And that was the White Castle she went to in the 60s.
Come on.
And she had 6 siblings. 5 siblings. And my grandparents would give her a $1 bill and say, get out of the house. Go to the park and play for the day and buy yourself White Castle. And they would all eat on the dollar because the burgers were 10 cents a piece. And that was White Castle. That was feeding the poors as it was because they were broke. So I never was like as big of a fan as my mom and her generation was, but like it was a big deal for people
deal. Yeah.
because you couldn't afford like real food,
Right.
But yeah, man, it's not the same now.
Yeah.
But White Manna is the one that's supposed to hold up. That's the one that everyone comes to New Jersey for. These Canadians that stole our spot, they came for that reason.
Yeah.
So, Where are we in the store? We're 30 minutes in.
Yeah. No,
you notice there's no
40 minutes.
40 minutes in.
We're about to order.
There's no grill. Like there's no steam coming off the grill, right?
No sizzle. Huh?
No sizzle.
For me, I was
there steam?
Yeah. Yes.
very
little steam, but yes.
very little.
Okay. See, that's the key component.
Very little.
steam. Yeah.
But I'll say things look dry.
It was like lunchroom cafeteria.
Things
almost.
didn't look good.
Yeah. So what's going on now? The Canadians, they order their food. They order.
Let's just break down what they did. They ordered 4 times.
They ordered 4 times.
They ordered for here and to go.
So more joined. Another one, cousin came or something.
And it wasn't like, you know, when you go, I'm sure both of you, when you go somewhere,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you know what, let me look really quick. Like, we're going to order this.
Yeah.
And not like wait, like after your dinner, be like, oh, I'm going to get this. And then like,
No.
you wait,
Yeah.
oh, let me get this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let's get the appetizer first and then we'll order after.
While me and Mike, another couple.
There's 10
another
people in line.
3 more families, and another couple in the corner are behind them waiting to order, right? So we're at minute 40. Haven't ordered. Haven't been asked to order, but this grill dude, he's chatting with the Canadians.
And you could feel
It's as if no one else was there.
everyone's just waiting to like.
We're getting more agitated. Now I'm starting to get agitated.
Now let me be real. I think you were getting agitated, and I was really standing and be like, in my head, I'm like, well, I wonder what's the protocol here? Like, there's really nothing going on.
There's no
like,
protocol.
There's
a guy saying, anyone want fries? Anyone in this whole room want fries?
and they're like,
So there's a fry guy?
They're like, anyone want fries? And no fries for here.
And no fries for here.
And that's it.
But the Canadians ordered them.
Yeah.
And they got them for here.
Yeah.
Right. So they order 4 times. So they get their food. They're eating their food. Oh, I have one more order.
And it's not like 2 burgers. It's like 7, 10, 8. The guy
For each guy is ordering
Yes.
7
And to
burgers.
go.
And then this guy, the white shirt guy, is yelling to that guy. It's like, do you want ketchup? Like, do you want this? Do you want? It's like they're not ordering for themselves. They're not. It's just like
The other guy's like,
telephone.
I'll have a T-shirt.
ordering.
You guys sell T-shirts, right? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. What size you want?
Show me the medium. Do you have a large? Show me it.
I'm like, hey, dude, we're behind you.
And Dave's freaking out.
Now I'm freaking out. Now it's minute 50. And I'm freaking out.
Did you speak up?
So I started trying to, because I didn't want to blow up, and I honestly was afraid to speak up because I didn't know what was going to come out. So I started playing games with myself, and I was like, I knew
I had to take over.
go ahead.
I knew I had to take over.
Yeah, you did. You
I
took
knew I
over.
had
You
to
took
be
over.
like, I can't have Dave because Dave was like, you want 3 burgers, right? That's what he said.
I
And
started
I'm like, yeah.
lose my
I
mind.
do.
So he looked at me and he said, "Who could you like? Do you think he just turned to me and he said, do you think you could like take these guys at the counter here?" I said, and immediately I responded because I was already in mid fantasy for the last 10 minutes of fighting each one of them. I said immediately I would mop them all right now, all of them, and I'm not even concerned about it.
I don't think we're gonna get to your jobs, dude.
No, we have to.
This is why I stopped eating red meat, man.
It's just this
This is what happens.
unreal how much it was as if, again, his ass was on my crotch for 10 minutes straight. Would not leave, would not move.
I was twerking on Dave.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
We
Finds
weren't
his seat.
we weren't getting
And
our
I said
burgers.
to you, I should take a seat before he takes the seat. Because I felt his whole fucking energy off that crotch thing.
Now, if y'all had sat down, would you have been able to order first?
It's something, I think if I just fucking,
I don't even think
I should have, looking back, just said, fuck it, and let it all come out, got our shit, and then moved on.
I think really we should have walked in and said, hey, I need 6 burger and like order everything.
I think that's a moment where you go, hey, I actually have to order. I've been here too long. Can we order?
There was dudes waiting before us.
Yeah.
And these Canadians were getting their food. I'm like, what the fuck?
And
I would have probably spoken up.
Yeah.
I think I might not have jumped right to being outwardly angry because I would have just appealed to
that guy.
the
Grill
restaurant,
guy. The one guy.
employees, like better judgment.
What
I
I
said, hey, fuck these guys for a minute. You can finish all these orders while these guys are figuring out what they want.
Yeah.
It's as easy as that. Real OG spots will be like, what do you want? You don't know what you want? Get out of line.
Yeah.
You know, like There's spots like that all over that like
But we
they
knew
don't
what we
play the
wanted.
game really.
But they were playing the game. That's what I'm saying. They were playing the game.
And you
that's
could
like
tell
an unspoken thing.
the cook guy was talking. He's like, "All right, guys, like, all right,
I gotta move
what
on
do you guys
here."
want? Like, what do you need?" Like, he kept doing that.
So I'm looking at White T-shirt's burger. I said, "Oh man!" I started breathing on him, like this on his neck, because I want chaos now. This is a part of Dave. I don't think
Dave,
you've
I
seen.
don't know if you want to hear this, but I think you were hangry, my man.
I think at this point I was no. This was disrespect.
No, I know, Dave.
This is disrespect.
because I'm telling you that
This is a
like in the
different
car. I marked it down.
Ping.
And like really, once we walked into that place, like it just started going. And, like
How many
stretching.
of
Like,
those
you
twine
were-
were snapping?
As we walked in that hat, like
Yeah.
okay, you know what it was? I remember like because the thing is, Dave's over here doing like, and I remember I looked at you and I was like, oh no, like it's really going down. Like he's gonna freak out. Like he's gonna be pissed.
So
like,
wait,
he's pissed.
What,
So then I started
what
I started going like, okay. I went to the side to the side worker people and I'm like, oh, I want a couple pickles and like 2 drinks. And I'm like, all right, and they get me that stuff.
Right away. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately. So I'm like, all right, we got that down.
Yeah.
so you got to
were
order your
de-escalating.
drink and pickles separate from the burgers?
It's all separate.
Fries,
Everything's
pickles,
separate.
drinks. There's a drink guy. There's a pickle guy. There's a fry guy.
They ask you, do you want ketchup on it? Do you want mustard on it?
the guy cooking your burger.
Yes.
Okay, so
He asks you how many you want, and then he asks you, do you want cheese? Do you want ketchup?
An onion.
And all the shit. It's like, you can
yes.
go over everything and make it 20 times faster.
I shouted out earlier before we were talking about burger places when you were kind of giving me the primer on this story, and I said you should go next time. Go to Hot Grill, which was my childhood burger spot in Clifton, my hometown. And how it works there, they have a bit of an aggressive ordering thing where you walk up to the counter when you're ready to order. And you order, and you know what you want.
That's a Jersey
And they
thing.
yell the order out to the kitchen in the back.
Yeah.
And
One cheese, one like
Yes,
that kind of
like
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gravy.
gravy,
Look at
chili, whatever.
Yeah.
And the same guy who takes your order puts the chili on your fries, puts the gravy on your burger.
Efficiency.
And they bring it out from the top. They put it on the shelf. The guy grabs it, puts the chili on it. He asks you if you want anything else. He fills your drink for you, and he hands you your thing, and you pay. And there's 4 other lines.
Yeah.
And it's a little intimidating the first time you go, but you're never in line for more than like 2 minutes.
See? Efficiency.
And that place is crowded.
Yes.
And they're good food, I bet. It's all good food.
It's the same exact food that I ate almost 30 years ago.
How was your burger?
Exactly the same.
How was your burger?
Yeah, get to the crux of this.
Like,
story.
I really can't.
How were they?
I'm gonna be real. Like,
Yeah.
if you're, you know what it is? It's like, is it enough to deal with like tourism?
No.
That's what it is.
Hey, real quick.
and it's really not.
This is fucking
No.
the internet, TikTok, and Instagram have
destroyed.
ruined everything.
it has.
They've ruined every good spot. They've ruined every towny bar. They've ruined every like low key mom and pop restaurant. And like, I'm not saying that these places don't deserve like tons of patronage because they're good.
That's fine.
But why is it always the
I gotta be real, though.
assholes?
You got no excuse
You have no excuse.
to have, because look, I've been to these hole in the wall, like these great, just classic places where you gotta yell at like all this stuff, and like I've been there.
Yeah.
I walked in there, and I just said, "What the fuck is going on? I
Right
don't
away,
get it.
right
I don't
away.
understand."
Yeah. It was just.
You know,
It was like.
I
it was
don't
like
understand.
Twilight
it doesn't
Zone.
make sense. Yeah, it was.
Twilight Zone.
And maybe added because there were these weirdos that were really making it like souring everything.
If we came 3 minutes earlier,
I feel like it'd be
different
easy.
experience.
I feel like it'd be easy. I feel like I would get it.
Yeah.
I think maybe these dudes were throwing us off, so I don't want to throw all the blame on these guys.
Yeah.
But also maybe say like, "Hey guys," or put a sign up.
You have to assume though.
a sign up.
What time was it? It was around 1-2 p.m.
Yeah.
All right. So just after lunchtime on a Sunday, that's like prime burger time for a lot of people. They're like doing whatever for the day. They
Never
go
heard
get
that
burgers.
before.
I'm saying it's when you would go get a burger. It's like from like, after lunch to dinner time, right? Why are they not have their shit together on the weekend of all days?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean,
You could see like maybe on like a Tuesday at like 11:30.
that's when you should go.
That's but I'm saying that's when you'd expect there to be like
making those burgers.
some shitty service,
some weird shady shit.
But like Sunday afternoon,
that's A team.
that's like the best people are there on Sunday afternoon.
No, he was the guy. I could tell. That's the guy. That's the guy. That is the lead
well, the guy should be able to.
A cup of pickles is more than a burger.
Are they like homemade? They're house-made pickles? Or are they just like...
I don't know.
They're okay.
They were okay.
They're okay.
Mike, is it worth the trip?
I wouldn't go, man. I wouldn't go.
And I'm sorry to break it to you.
Look, I love the fact, like, we're Jersey boys, obviously.
I don't want to downplay
you know
like
what?
a Jersey
No, fuck that. Because there are this is the point I'm making. There are so many good spots.
Yeah.
There is no fucking shortage. We have the best pizza. We have some of the best food in general.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have the best food here. We have access to all kinds of good shit. Stuff that has been around for decades.
Yes.
Just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I will.
There's no excuse.
It's
On a
just, you know what it
Sunday.
is? And I've never been to White Manna because of I think because of this.
That.
Like I was never like, I always heard about it. I'm like, yeah, for sure, Jersey. But like, I just got other shit that I know is better.
It's like that
I know, like, I don't even have to go.
It's like the Pat's Geno's thing.
Yeah.
It's like the Philly cheesesteak thing. I'm like, I want the Geno's. It's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, really.
They're fine.
They're good.
Like,
They're
there's-
good.
I'm not
there's
going to
no-
talk about
No,
that.
they're
there's
same,
no-
same. I'm not like they're bad.
There's
They're
no
probably-
reason you should be waiting like tourist lines
That's
for
it.
it.
But you know what? I've been to both Pat's and Chino's. I've never waited online.
Really?
Never. Ever.
I don't
On a
think I have
Friday
either,
night after
actually.
a show, you go up,
That's
you do
true.
the same thing. You
Yo,
say
that's
one
true.
with.
And if
one
there is a
with,
line,
you get your fucking
That shit moves
cheesesteak.
quick as hell.
Yeah.
There's no.
No, it
there's
does move quick. You're
They
right.
know
Quick as hell.
like I'm not a cheesesteak guy anymore.
But
when I was, there's no problem.
That's
Given
why
they might be played out, but they're fine.
But that's why I'm off of the White Manna train. There's no care for efficiency. There's no care for customer.
Yeah.
Zero. You could be like, order your shit. I know you're gonna give me something quick and good, and it's gonna be great. I'll go for a 10-minute wait, 15-minute wait.
Yeah.
If there's some structure, there's no structure. And if 6 Canadians pull up in front of you, go home.
Yeah.
Go
You
home.
would, like-
and no disrespect to Canadians. I know I met Canadians before, and Canadians are nice people. These 7 were assholes, dude. And I have to say it. They were assholes. You don't check in with who's behind. If you're the type of dude or a
Twerking
person
on my boy.
ironic.
to go into a
ironic.
place-
They have the reputation for being the most like polite people too.
100%.
What's up with that?
There's zero awareness. You know what? I think this is it. Jersey, if you're from here, you have. It's as if it's in every cell of your body. You're aware of what's around you.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Well, you're like a scared animal.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You may be a little tough on the outside. There may be some
You know what
roughness around
I
you.
think it is though, that situation, we're all groomed by our experiences growing up here
Yes.
to
we're from
just
here.
kind of get it.
We're from here.
Maybe they don't get it. You know what they're used to? They're used to Tim Hortons.
I think so.
They're used to their poutine. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. But we do it
I love
differently here.
poutine.
We do it differently.
We do it different here. That's
But
it.
if you're in our area, maybe adopt a couple of the characters.
There's one thing I really want to bring up is like the like we're here fuming.
Yeah.
And
You guys are mad.
They're
and
having
they
the greatest
are probably like,
time ever.
New Jersey was awesome.
It was the best.
White
burgers
Manna,
I've
man, the
ever
best
had.
burgers ever.
They were joking with us the whole time.
They loved us.
They kept saying the Canadians.
Everyone in there.
And
there
the
were-
guy
there was-
behind me wants to kill the guy in front of me more than I want to kill the guy in front of me.
I looked.
So it's not just me.
I saw David and I looked at the guy next to him,
he's
and the
doing
guy
the
next to
same
him was
shit.
like freaks.
He's 60. He doesn't want to be standing for an hour.
If everybody else in the restaurant banded together,
Jordan, I'm not kidding. I got all 6.
a bloodbath, actually.
Look in my eyes. I've got all 6. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No burger
Sorry.
is worth that much.
I looked at him and he really helped me because you know how he is. He's able to just de-escalate it and it doesn't matter.
So y'all waited. You waited.
hour.
You
We
waited
went
an
through
hour.
all this
And
you got the burger.
for a
Where
couple
did, where
stops.
did you eat the burger?
On my truck while I was
On his hood.
screaming.
On the hood.
See, at that point, there is no way, even if the burgers were absolutely perfect,
To
that
go
it
through
would
that.
have been worth the trouble.
Nope, you're right. You're right.
So to me, I would have said,
I was a fool
fuck
for
it,
that.
and backed out.
Yeah.
And I
way sooner. Only because
I'm a fool for that. I'm a fool for that.
there's no way.
I need to remove myself from bad
You
situations.
know what it is? Like there was
No, but you're
there was so many red flags.
It's a fallacy. You think, I already did it for this long.
That's
if I
what it
just
is.
keep going,
The sunken
then-
cost fallacy.
sunken cost. There you go. You sunk your cost, brother. That's
Where'd
what
you
it's
go
called.
to school? Wait a second.
Ramapo College.
What
bro.
the fuck, man?
I watch YouTube.
That's what it is, though.
Fallacy.
Sunken cost. You
You're
already
so
put in
far
so
in,
much time.
you're
We got to
so far in,
Dude, I
just
just
gotta
do
do
it. I learned something today.
how
Thank you guys.
That's how it is. That's how
Wow.
it is. Your brain is broken. because you
100%.
have been waiting so long and you want that burger, even though you know it's probably going to suck. It's never going to be as good as the burger that you imagined on the way there.
Never.
But because you spent 40 minutes in line.
I spent too much life in this
I told my
place.
brother the story, and he's like, "Dude, you should have just went to fucking Wendy's.
100%.
You would have had a better experience.
The best time ever.
You would have you could have went almost anywhere else.
I would have been so happy.
You would have had your burger in fucking 5 minutes.
I would have said,
Should've
dude,
went to White Castle.
Wendy's is always so consistent.
Should have went to White Castle.
Yeah. And I will. And now I'm
Should have
gonna
went
go.
to White Castle, dude.
I don't remember last time I had White Castle.
No disrespect to
gotta try that.
Canadians. That dude in the white t-shirt though, you better learn quick to like
And if you-
move your ass.
You know what? No disrespect to
Literally.
the white manna, man. How about just try it? Maybe you'll have a cool experience.
Yeah, you probably have a much better.
You think you guys caught them on a bad day?
Definitely.
I think so. It
Definitely.
has to be.
I think the grill wasn't hot enough.
We might have to go back.
You have to give. All right. I think credit is.
We might have to go back and record it for the pod.
Jordan. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. I
might
down.
have to.
Jordan, you worked in a sex shop.
Wow, what a transition, bro.
We're at an hour.
Okay. We're just gonna go through this quick. So I mean, it's a place where like I've never worked. I've never personally.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How long did you work there?
3 years.
And you were how old?
All through college.
All through college.
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
Yeah.
So
How'd
what
you-
was that like? Like, how did you get that job? I'm sorry to just like that's what the podcast become, but like I'm so curious, and we never talked.
Yeah. No, I've had a lot of really weird jobs. Yeah. Before the podcast, before the sex shop, I worked at an ice cream shop. I worked as a computer salesman at Best Buy.
You can't be going from ice cream shop
Ice cream to sex
to
shop.
sex shop.
I did that. I quit the ice cream shop to work at the sex
What's
shop.
your experience? The guy's like, "What's your experience? Ice cream shop?"
Honestly, ice cream shop, sex shop, very similar customer
kinda
base.
is.
No
Same
way.
kind of people, just obviously minus the kids that come to the ice cream shop. But
Oh my God.
But the adults who go to ice cream shops are very similar to the adults who shop at sex shops. Wow. It's weird. It's weird. A lot of the same people. People I recognize. Let's put it that way.
Oh no.
But anyway, sex shop was really interesting. I love that job.
Wait, dude.
Relatives?
Wait.
No relative.
Wait. So you knew people who came in the door?
Well, I knew them. Yes, they might not have known me. I
That's-
recognized people.
They didn't know you though.
No. A few of them did. Friends would come in sometimes. That was a real gas.
Wait.
And what did they buy?
No, what is the interaction like
Items.
when they buy an item,
Oh,
a
man.
real specific item, and they come to the counter? Are you laugh? Are you giggling?
No. I'm a professional.
What was the
I was completely desensitized.
What was the
to
most
it.
popular item?
Well,
Oh no, I don't know
Top
if we
three,
could say
top three.
popular items.
I don't know if we could say this.
Why not?
All right.
Well, we sold all. So here, let me give. I'll give you the
please,
primer. I'll
please,
give you the
please.
background.
Pleasure Plus.
The Pleasure Plus
Yeah.
and an Adult Emporium.
And Adult Emporium.
There are two separate shops. I worked at both, owned by the same company. They deem themselves as like
Wait, is that a 46?
yes, clean, respectable.
I was like, I gotta stop by.
You been?
I never did.
They weren't the kind of real seedy, dirty spots with the fucking video booths and the.
No way.
No, we didn't have that.
It
stuff.
wasn't.
We didn't have that stuff. That's kind of part of the reason I wanted to work there. Well, first off, the reason I worked there is because they're the only ones who hired me when I desperately needed a job in college. But after I started working there, I realized like, oh, this place isn't that bad. Once you get past the whole idea of selling like obscene items to people, it's actually like a pretty like
can say it,
decent
dude.
job.
How quick did you get over that?
You can say
with the
it.
giggles.
It never bothered me.
From day one.
No.
Wow.
It never bothered
It
me.
wouldn't bother me either. Actually.
It's not that like
Because you're dark.
It would bother you. You were like, oh,
No, I
what
wouldn't.
is this?
No, I wouldn't. In my mind, I might be like, oh, whoa, okay.
no.
maybe for most normal people, I think it would take some adjustment.
What are you
I
gonna do
just
with
wasn't.
this?
Yeah,
Like, what is?
I wasn't.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't bothered by it.
Okay,
ever.
And that says a lot about you.
Well-
as a person. No, I mean like no, not like in a bad way, like in a respectful way, man.
No. All right. So this is the primer.
You're not judging,
These
is what
two
I'm saying.
shops. They were they were trying to be respectable, not like gross dens of sin
Right,
like
right.
most other spots
Christian,
might be.
more Christian.
Sure, yeah, family friendly in a way. But they wanted the places to be safe for women to shop alone. They wanted people to like.
I didn't even think about that.
We sold lingerie to women who would take the lingerie to their.
I love
wherever
that.
they were.
That's cool.
But we were open during the day. Like it was safe place for people to come shop. Couples would come in. It was respectable.
Look at his face. He said lingerie. Look at his face.
What?
Your face.
What?
When he said the word lingerie, dude.
No, I didn't. Dude.
Holy
You looked at
cow.
me and said,
Zoom in on that camera. Zoom in right now in the edit. Go ahead.
I like some lingerie.
So women are shopping alone. It's a comfortable.
You like lingerie?
Yeah, I love getting in there.
No, I do too.
You like
what do you mean
the
get in
what?
there, dude?
What do you
Do
mean?
you like the feel?
What do you mean getting in there?
No, yeah, your girl,
What?
getting into it.
I don't know what you're saying, bro. You said too much.
Well, Mike.
He can't work there. Would you hire him?
Honestly, the bar
lingerie.
the bar of quality for employees there was very low.
Yeah.
There were some really good professional people, and there were some people. I saw a girl kick a hole in a wall with a flip flop on. Like she got mad
Why?
and kicked a hole through the wall.
Why is she so mad?
Because she got in a fight with the manager. Well, no, sorry. She got in a fight with her boyfriend on the phone at the beginning of our shift.
Right.
And she kicked a hole in the wall. And then said that she tripped and fell and but she was wearing flip-flops.
Hey.
So mind you, like it's not that out of like the realm of possibility that someone might get mad and like kick something and break it.
Right.
She was wearing flip-flops, bro. And she didn't break her foot. She broke the wall. So those are the people that
Built like-
I worked with.
That's a strong girl.
And I worked with a lot of
strong
really
ankles,
I
too.
worked with a lot of really cool people too that like, they were fine people. It was a lot of just people in college. It was a lot of just normal people that were just doing a job. But the customers were, it was exactly the exact like spectrum of people you could imagine. Everyone from like housewives buying their first vibrator to like, I told you a little bit about this, like a gimp in a full leather suit, like head to toe, being led on a leash by his.
Can you explain a gimp to us?
A gimp? Well, gimps are
It's someone with a limp.
Yeah, that's sure. But the sexualized version of a gimp is someone who's like subservient to a master, essentially. And they usually are in leather, they're wrapped up, they got a leash on, and they're kind of like a pet. A human pet. And
Okay, guys.
it's a sex thing,
Oh,
obviously, like most stuff. The story I told you guys.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to.
Well, this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it
I
was-
didn't mean to cut you.
it
No, I
was-
didn't even want to know.
Let him talk.
No, I was going to ask why. What is it? Why would you do that? And I don't even want to know. I don't
Why does
wanna
anybody
know.
do anything?
Hey, because they want to and they like it.
no, and I'm not.
What, are you going to shame them
I'm
for
just-
it?
I had a
Are you going to
question.
shame them for it?
I'm the least judgy person when it comes to the why, because that's like
Hey,
that's,
Mr.
It's a personal.
that's different
Hey.
for every person.
Hey, Mr. Vanilla.
I'm a square, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem
that's
saying
why.
that.
Get yourself a leash, buddy. It
does it
might
feel,
change your
bro?
life.
Don't do that to them.
I'm not trying to judge. I'm just. That's why I stopped myself.
This guy in particular, it was the fact that, I'll give you a primer. I worked there. This was towards the end of my career at the sex shop. It was Easter Sunday. I'll paint a picture. It was Easter Sunday,
Yeah.
and it was chill because you don't really do a lot of business on Easter Sunday.
Was it an early morning shift?
No
or
one
what?
should.
10 a.m. Easter
So church is out. Yeah.
Church is out.
I feel
They
like
might
sex
have-
shops would be closed on Easter. That's all right.
We weren't. We were open. We were wide open on Easter Sunday.
Don't say
dark.
wide open.
That's
on the-
dark.
Don't say sex shop's
So
wide open.
it was a pretty chill day. It was a really chill day. It was I remember it was a beautiful day like today. And I was working the counter, just chilling. I was probably like watching a video on my phone, like, because it was Sunday. It was like a fucking quiet day. And, I hear the ding dong and the door opens and I see a girl walk in.
Oh no.
In like a dominatrix outfit with a long metal chain
You
behind
got
her.
my attention.
But she's in the day. It's a daytime.
Yeah, it's literally like 11 a.m.
I'm
10
just
a.m.
processing. She's getting her car. She leaves her house.
Yeah, man.
He's on the leash.
And behind her on the end of the chain crawls in a guy in a gimp costume with a leash on and a collar. And she's parading him around the store and is like, bossing him around and telling him where to go and kind of showing off that she's in charge and all this stuff. And that's literally like, I mean, that act is part of the fetish.
Are you like, what's up, Larry?
Yo, we had regulars. No, we had regulars.
Like, what's up?
He's like, what's up, Jordan?
No, they were friendly. I think they bought something and they left.
What did they buy?
I don't know. You know, probably a toy or something. It was low key. Honestly, it's just like part of the job.
You're giving us a lot of like vague, like,
Yeah,
I need descriptive things.
I have a lot of really fucking
need
messed
some
up stories. That was like, I don't care about that stuff. That was like
that's
two
what I'm
consenting adults. Mind you, we didn't consent to anything, but they were clothed.
Yeah.
They were just doing some funky stuff.
I'm cool with that.
They had outfits on.
I'm fine with that.
Now I've seen other things at the shop. I mean, like there was one guy. I was not there for this. The same store. We had a table that was set up as like a display item table for people because we had everything in boxes. Everything was boxed.
You mean
up.
a display table?
Well, like so some of the toys were out. We had dildos and vibrators, and they were out on display so people could see them and like kind of get an idea of what they looked like.
They're not holding them up. They're picking them up.
Without,
It's okay.
they're not being used anymore.
No, that's fine.
We have hand sanitizer.
We had a big thing of hand sanitizer, but the idea is that people could come in and like get an idea of what a toy looked like because we had people coming in who had never seen a vibrator before.
Exactly.
God.
And they're like, "What is this?" You know, and they want to buy something. So to make things easier, you know,
But like Amazon, you know what I'm saying?
and we were like,
But you
"Yeah,
never
but
know.
Amazon, what is
Do you
it?
go
what is
and
it
buy a
thumbnail?
TV on Amazon, or do you got to go look at it and say, "Hey, that's,
Would you buy your next car on Amazon, or you got to go test drive?
you got to
that thing?
test drive. Oh, don't say test drive that thing.
Anyway, so they would come in and they would look at the toys and go, "Oh, this one's too big. This one's too small. This one's
don't.
crazy. Oh, this one feels like
It's
flesh."
not the Goldilocks.
They're like, this
Oh no,
bears.
it very
This
much
could
is,
fit.
my friend.
This
It's
could work.
There is a just right for most people.
Yeah.
oh,
But anyway, we had these toys laid out on a table, and apparently one night a man came in and was browsing the store, and at some point disappeared. And
No, don't do
they're
this.
looking at the security cameras. They're like, "Where is this guy? He walked in. Is he stealing stuff? Did he go in the back, like
No,
through the
no.
doors? We can't find him."
no, dude.
So the girl who was on shift that night was walking around looking for him, and she kind of creeps around the corner,
No.
and she sees him like crouched on the side of the table, and
By the display table?
by the display table. And she's like, "What the fuck is he doing over there?"
Dude.
And he's like, you know, crouched, hidden from view, you know, doing this.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
And yeah, apparently he had taken it upon himself to test drive one of the toys. Not in the way you might think. No, not really any better, but he was sucking off a dildo
Oh, my
That's what I was thinking.
on the floor. No, this is a display dildo that had been handled by many, many people, probably hundreds of people, never cleaned because it's a display, like,
Close
you
your
know,
ears, Teddy.
it's like it's like the old the old N64 thing at Walmart
Don't
when
bring
we
it to
were
my
kids.
childhood.
You know,
everyone
every
plays
kid, you'd be like a Saturday morning at Walmart. All the kids are playing the new Mario Party
Yeah.
and that used controller that's full of gunk. This guy was sucking it.
Don't
So-
say that.
Yeah, that was one of the
should say
weirder
it, man.
ones.
Just say it.
I have more. You want to hear more? I have all kinds of stuff. We had a lot of weirdos come in.
Here.
We had some
ahead.
really, really interesting stuff happen. That was one. I mean, yeah, it was my favorite job I've ever had, though, honestly.
Was it really?
Yeah, I didn't make any money.
The more you talk about it, man, I feel like it'd be fun.
It was fucking weird, dude. And we had a lot of like groups of people come in, like a group of women on like a bachelorette party would
Yeah,
come in and
dude.
buy toys and
I'd be like,
fucking,
guys, these ones
and it
are
was like
great.
fun. They'd be having a good time and like, you know, and we had
that's
regulars. I had regulars who would come in and rent videos.
Oh, right, the video thing.
And we'd talk, we'd catch up, you know, I'd ask how the kids are
See,
doing.
that's where I'm like,
There was
that'd be
one
hard
guy,
what you renting today? You know?
yeah, well, yeah.
Which one is it?
Has anyone ever asked you, like, what do you recommend?
Oh.
Or they'd ask for a specific title or a specific actress.
What's like a good title we got?
No.
I'm not going to go into that
come
because
Yeah,
I can't recall something
please,
specific.
please.
But
Don't make him call out
people would ask for a specific genre.
He's married,
or a specific actor.
God.
And I'd have
career,
to
man.
I'd have to go on the computer and search up
For actors and actresses.
Yeah, big buttholes or whatever.
Oh.
And I'd have to find the tape for them and the DVD. And people spend a lot of fucking money on DVDs there. People think like, oh, nobody buys DVDs anymore, the internet. But you know what? These fucking
Sometimes it's good to have it on
I will say
wax.
these guys, because it was always guys, they were dropping bags on DVDs.
Porn addiction.
An addiction. I think part of it was
You mean a
the
good
process
weekend?
of checking them out was part of it for them. Like they got excited about looking at the box art and then bringing it home.
This is
What could possibly be on there? Like this is gonna be dope.
You gotta check yourself,
Dude.
at some point.
This weekend's
You know what
gonna
I
be
mean?
dope.
No, when you're dropping bags on like a DVD, you know, like that.
Did you have like a rare? There was like a rare section.
Collectibles. Yeah, we had collectibles. No, but we did have the branded fleshlights that were like designed by porn stars. People would
Can't you
spend
describe? No, okay.
but they were like they were special, bro. You know, we had the full
I'm right in front of you, man. Fuck.
we've had the full on silicone torsos.
Oh,
You know, with the
Oh,
full
man.
and those things weighed about 35 pounds. They were big.
what the fuck?
And sometimes we'd have to like, someone would want to see it before they buy. We had to slap it down on the counter, and it sounded like we were dropping.
Decapitated body.
Yeah.
What
essentially.
was the most? Now with those, what was the most popular?
You can't.
What was the most popular shade that was sold?
Now you crossed the line.
Honestly, dude. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect.
Dave, come back.
You know how much money is in these things?
A lot.
Bro, these things are like $300.
Dave, don't go in my other room.
Don't look under the bed.
Have you ever been? So you've worked in a. Okay, did you go to one in Japan?
No, when I didn't go to a sex shop in Japan.
Dude, it's
That's
an
where.
experience.
That's where. Hey, this motherfucker's at. As soon as he, and when I mean, as soon as he lands, dude.
No.
That's as soon as he lands.
No.
Mikey's in there with the shades on,
The only time.
and the fucking the
No.
coat with the collar up.
Look,
yeah,
the
You don't
only
even
time.
have to. You don't even have to.
The only time I think everyone should just walk through once.
I wish I did. Next
That's
time.
what I'm saying.
Next time.
Because let me tell you, that's why I was so I wanted to see like the difference in between, because I never been to one in America. And Japan is like you're just driving down the highway, like there's DVD like rental shops everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess it's the same here.
It's like Midtown.
But you go in and it goes by floor.
Oh,
Wow,
Yeah,
specialty.
it's like an emporium.
there's
That's how it should be.
yeah.
Selection.
It's like 3 floors, and the higher you go, the worse it gets.
God.
The worse it gets?
Wait, what do you
Like
mean the worst
as in like I don't know about all this.
for you? Yeah, for you,
Well-
Judgy McJudgy.
Well, let's just say there's dolls.
Oh. Dolls?
Dolls.
Yeah, where's the line?
To buy?
Hey guys, where's the line?
Where's the line?
For what? First floor
Because
is
everything's
tame.
cool, right? Everything's fun. Where's the line?
What's the line for you, Dave?
Well, I know you said dolls. Like that's way past it
I
for
know.
me.
I know.
Well,
I agree.
well
Let me just tell you.
yeah.
I walked in and I was
Sucking something that's been crossed the line.
That's
for
a
me.
line. But
That's
if an adult wants to
You know, you are here. Thanks for subscribe. That's natural, Mike said. Yeah,
well, all right.
yeah.
If
Look at Teddy looking at you like,
now if you're not hurting another person.
right.
yeah. If it's too consenting.
What if you are, Jordan?
Well, if it's a
What if
if
you
it's
are,
a
Jordan?
consenting adult and a rubber doll,
What if you're consenting and hurting a person?
I think if you're getting any sort of bust of a body part,
say that. Bust of
a headless
bust
body, yeah.
of a body part, I think it's going too far.
I don't know what's going on. I've lost the.
What do you mean, dude? You're an adult. You can think about it. Let's think about it.
I don't know, but I've
let's
lost what you're
visualize.
saying.
What do you mean? I'm saying
Throw it up on the screen right now for everybody.
okay.
Please, yeah, bring it up.
No, don't do it.
Bust. Like if you're getting some sort of like fake body part, like no.
Well, all right, but
It's
look,
too
here-
much.
look,
bust
is
of
it
a
only?
body.
But is it only weird because it's a guy buying it? Because
No.
dildos have been a thing for a very long time. That's a body part too.
I can't speak.
I think women deserve to be.
You look at this liberal, like Democratic, like presidential candidate that just showed up to the table. Did you see that? Did you see him change like right there? Holy cow!
He got real like soft about it,
Dude, he went real.
There's a line I will never cross.
And here's the thing, women, you guys deserve it. Like, hey, bro.
You know what? I think you should be able to do what makes you happy, Mike.
I agree. No, I agree. But that's a wide range.
As a former professional in the industry,
let's say you open my closet and there's a full just body,
it would
and I'm like, yeah, no, this is just me making me happy, dude.
a full-on body.
Like a
Clarify.
fake body.
All right,
go to
a sex doll. A sex doll.
No,
homie.
And I'm like, oh yeah, just blow it up on Sunday.
That's
and
your business.
I go to town.
No, not the blow up
say
ones. You need
go
the full.
to town,
What?
dude. God,
Here's
There's
my
gotta be
thing.
etiquette
Here's
if
my
you're gonna
thing.
do that.
I don't think you need a sex doll.
I know.
Just on a person-to-person basis.
Exactly.
You're a normal enough guy.
Don't look in the mood.
What does that mean?
There's someone out there who would like to sleep with you, Mike.
God,
All you got to do is
Well, I don't have one, guys. I don't.
just get rid of the doll.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying is like I don't think you need to have like a fake.
But not everybody
bodies.
is as suave and sexy as you, Mike. Some people need the doll. Some people
But
need
I
guy
think-
with the pickles
No.
in the cooler
I
at White
think-
Manna needs the doll.
No, he just needs a cooler.
No, he's
That's
got
all
the
he
cooler and a doll at home.
No,
he's got a
because
doll in the passenger seat
that
of his car.
is gonna keep, I think, aiding to worse things. That's what I think.
Well, look,
God,
if you ever want an easy
Sick,
job,
dude.
if you ever want an easy job, think about it.
I kind of want to work for
it's
like
an
a
easy
month.
job.
A sex shop, it's
might- Stop
easy.
You might need a new job, dude.
I'm married. I'm
You might need
chilling.
a new job,
I don't
bro.
need a. I can't.
The
No disrespect.
The regulars actually made the job enjoyable.
I bet.
They were fucking funny.
the best
They were
part.
so fucking funny. They were the funniest people I ever got to meet working. They would hang out because a lot of them were just like lonely people, and it wasn't weird. We didn't talk about the porn on the
Yeah,
wall. We were talking about like normal shit. They had one guy come in. I think he was. I don't know how to phrase this without being offensive. I think he was special needs. I don't know how else to put it. Maybe slightly on the spectrum.
good.
But he would come through every single Saturday and hang out with me and my buddy.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we would talk about like his internet service. Like we would talk about like setting up his TV. Like
Normal.
yeah. And then he would say some weird shit and I'd be like, yo, chill out, bro. And he'd be like, oh, okay. And then we'd start talking about some other bullshit. And he was weird. He was a weirdo, but you know
can't
what?
laugh at this. Look at him.
But he was.
He's trying not to
was,
laugh.
He was a weirdo. But so was everybody who worked there.
Yeah.
So was everybody else who shopped there. Like, it was an equal playing field for weirdness, and I think like that's what made it so fun to work there.
Right.
And then we'd have like some genuine fucking creeps come in and like stalk around the store watching women shop and like
What?
we had a guy. I'll tell you one last story. This was a fucking weird one. I was again not there for this. I came in after this happened, but I came in and everyone was freaking out. Apparently there was two guys and our manager was there and she was kind of doing stock and like doing stuff because she was kind of like she would run the store essentially.
Right. Teddy,
But the two dudes who were there that day were like working the floor. And she saw a gentleman come in and go immediately upstairs to where the lingerie was, which not a lot of guys go up there because it's women's
flag.
clothes,
Red
it's
flag.
women's shoes. We sold a lot of stuff to dancers and
Buying it for my girl.
yeah, most of the time they'd say that, but it was usually like women would go and shop there.
Or
It was
men
like
wear it.
It was like a
sometimes
quiet.
underneath their shit.
So eventually, again, dude went up and didn't come back down for a while. And everyone's like, where the fuck is that guy? He went upstairs like 20 minutes ago. Why isn't he there? And they're looking on the cameras and they don't see him.
He's stuffing it in his face.
Well, it's all sealed up stuff. It's all sealed packaging. All the stuff was sealed because
not
they
on
don't
a
want
rack.
people opening it.
Right.
Well, the outer layer, like we had robes and costumes.
I want your sweat.
But like the panties and stockings were taped shut. You couldn't just open them. So our manager went up and she walks up and walks to the top of the stairs and turns the corner and sees homie in a tiny little pair of panties with his cock and balls out, jacking off. He ripped open a package and put them on and he's jacking off. And she freaks out, obviously, like any normal person would. She goes, "What the fuck?" And she runs downstairs and tells the guys to like get him out.
What are you gonna do? You're running up the stairs. You turn the corner. Homie's wiener's in his hand and full on. You're not touching him.
No. She ran. She left. She dipped.
No, she took off. But she's going to
asked the guys to kick him out, essentially, and like they were going to call the cops.
But how do you calm that guy down if he's like full?
Well, he apparently was very apologetic. He's like, "I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry."
What do you mean? Hey, dude, what do you mean you're sorry?
Right. So I saw the security footage of the other guys who went up, and they turn the corner and see him, and on the camera they're just like,
"Yeah, what the
freaking out." And eventually the guy, like, he was in the process of putting his pants back on, and he dipped. He got out. He ran away. Wow. And that was it. And then now it just lives in infamy forever. God, like most of the stories, like they just kind of get kicked out.
Don't scare you a little? Guy just like you open a business and guys in your store just like
no, because I don't think it.
I think these guys like
it wasn't an everyday thing.
Smack them and you're good. You know?
Yeah, but you can't. You're gonna smack them?
Yeah. We had all kinds of weird shit going on. I can tell you some stuff off the pod that would curl your toes a bit. It was a strange place. It was.
I don't like the way you said curl your toes.
Might excite you.
Yeah, no, Mike. Yeah,
you would like that.
Hold on.
No,
and there's nothing wrong with that. So, this is my story, and I told you the story. I was at the place I work now. It's a cafe. It's family. There's kids. Okay, there's kids here. A human being walks through the door. They are 6 foot. They're Wilt Chamberlain's height. They're 7'1", right? And they are in a fur belly jacket, with the belly out, a mini skirt, leather, the fishnet stocking, right down the leg, and platforms that are this big, right? Mm. And I'm, whatever, to each their own. They come to the counter. They have, and I'm just like, hey, I do my spiel. What's up? How can I help you guys? And as I raise my head, nuts are hanging out of the bottom of the skirt. So now what do we do? Where's the line?
Take the order, bro.
I would take that order and let them leave.
I did, and that's what I did.
This is the weird thing about exhibitionists. It's one thing to dress the way you feel most comfortable,
but in a family place,
gender expression. The second you're showing your nuts off in public,
nuts are at the counter
with kids there, families there. That's where that's the line. That's where you say like this is where it becomes wrong. At a sex shop,
I didn't know what to say.
At a sex shop,
so sex shop you can walk in kind of half naked. I could have my piece out.
Nobody wants to see cock and balls, but
that's over the line.
There is a line somewhere, and maybe it gets a little more blurry at a sex shop. At a coffee shop, I think it's we're not I don't think we're that open a society yet.
For your line in a sex shop, see-through underwear for me.
See-through underwear?
Yeah,
like just wearing underwear as clothes,
straight up. So I'm clothed, but you can see through it. You could see my whole shit.
Yeah, I don't think it would bother me in that environment. I think anywhere else it would severely bother me. And I'm not offended by nudity at all, but it'd be like going to fucking Aldi and you're in the produce aisle and seeing it. It'd be like going to the dog park and seeing it. Like there's only places.
Out. You're not even part of this no more. What are you hiding in your closet, dude?
What?
What's your line?
I don't know, man. I think this is why I have the patience I have. It's like if I see something crazy, I go, "Hey, how you doing? Like, what can I get you? All right, bye.
See ya." Okay, see all right. Later. Let me pose this question. This might be like too much, but all right. So going topless is legal in most places.
Yeah.
It's definitely legal in New York City. Just spending a lot of time in the city, you'll come across women who are topless all the time, and men who are topless for that matter.
Right.
I don't see a big difference between the two, but it was like a really big fucking deal back in the day. Even when we were kids, like there'd be topless women walking around as like a form of protest.
Right.
And I think most people with like a normal sense of anatomy might not have that big of a problem with it. But you're like, if it was at a school,
yeah,
is that a line? Or if it's on the street on 42nd Street, Like, is that okay, even if there's kids present? I don't know, man. I don't really want to be the person to make that call.
Right.
I don't know if I'll feel differently when I have kids. I definitely will feel differently.
Definitely
when I
will.
have kids. But my brain says like there is a very like obvious line there, and usually it's
Don't bring your nuts to the counter.
don't put your nuts on the counter when you're ordering a coffee.
Are you guys comfortable when you're like nude?
That's such a good question.
I'm not.
Well, like, where?
Like I don't
ever.
comfy. Like,
Sorry.
Do you just never
love
take
that question.
you're never nude?
I'd rather be like in a hoodie.
You live alone here.
I'm like a high school girlfriend. I like a hoodie and like sweatpants. That's me. All right, I'll say it. I don't care. Like
What? Even when you're alone?
You're like
yeah.
When you're home alone?
all the the boys I've loved.
When you hop out of the shower, you just immediately put a hoodie on?
Sometimes
You don't walk to your bedroom like
I don't go naked. I bring my clothes.
you bring the clothes to the
you
bathroom.
bring your clothes to the bathroom after you shower?
I was naked today.
That's like a
my
roommate. That's like
clothes.
a thing you do when you have roommates or when you live with
Yeah.
your parents.
I just like being efficient, man.
But then you're still wet.
I also get scared. Like I have a window here. Like I'm gonna walk. Be like, oh, here's
But that's just your chest.
Fucking put some.
I'll get you a blinds.
Put some.
I don't even care. Sometimes I do a shirt and boxer.
Yeah, a shirt and no boxers.
Is there anything weirder than a shirt and no boxers?
I just put socks on and I can walk around.
Just play peekaboo.
Holy cow.
I'm nude all the time
Really?
at home. Yeah,
Yeah, at home.
yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't say all the time.
No,
but
not
when
all
I
the-
leave.
I'm
When
sorry,
I
that
leave
sounds
the
weird.
shower to get my clothes.
I'll do a towel. I'll
take my
walk around
side,
with a
dude.
towel.
I'll take
If I
this-
forget my towel, I'll
take
just
the
fucking.
side.
Yeah.
I'll just slip and slide all the way.
I'll claim my side. And you guys definitely don't sit when you pee, do you?
In the morning.
Normally, no.
In the morning, if we got the reaction happening, then the natural reaction.
If I got to scroll,
I'm part of the future, dude. I'm telling you.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I one of the things I've in the house hunting process, I've fantasized looking at bathrooms all the time.
Bidet.
No, well, bidets, yeah, but a fucking urinal, dude. A urinal. I drink a lot of beer
It is a
on the
great
weekends
idea.
to just be able to
But
like
the only
walk
problem,
in,
just
zip,
go take a piss and not have to like
out.
flush all that water, all that
And
clean water all the time.
The little, and I'm out.
I just pee outside.
You think about all. That's smart. Yeah. Think about all the water you waste when you
know.
flush pee, especially when you're drinking beer. It's like you're peeing water. I don't
If
know.
I had
Anyway,
a
whatever. We're
yard,
going
I
deep.
might pee in my yard because it's my yard.
How is all right? So cock and balls are okay to take out.
It's my yard.
What if their neighbors are?
I'm not going
What
to
if
a
you got
store and I'm like, ooh, this is my thing, and I guess this is my line. Don't sneeze on my answer. Say you're sorry.
Allergic to teddy
Say
bears.
you're
I'm
sorry.
allergic to dogs. You bring your dog.
You're
You
my
know that.
gimp. Say you're sorry. If I think when you go to the store, if I go to the sex shop, or if someone walks into my sex shop, I want your shit off. I don't want you to feel a damn thing. I want you to go in. I want you to get your stuff. We can have that friendly
You
interaction.
don't want a little tea?
I don't want you charging up.
A lot of people get enjoyment from the process of shopping.
And
even quote unquote normal couples, they go in and it's
That's
like
Davey's
we're going
line.
to the
You don't know
sex-
foreplay?
we're going to the
Yeah,
sex shop,
dude, okay?
together.
I know how to
we're gonna
do
buy
that.
something.
Hey, dude, I know how to do that. Okay, in the
it
confines
works.
of my room.
It works though for a lot of people.
God,
Not everybody who comes in is a gimp in on a leash.
right. It's just
Some of us like to just
And some of us get off.
walking with our balls out.
Yeah, walking around in front of the neighbors in the backyard.
This motherfucker's wide open, and that's how we'll end the podcast. You Are Here podcast episode.
This is the After Dark episode.
Guess so.
If you guys
We've never
stay
done
tuned for the late night edition of You Are Here, where Mikey walks around with just a shirt on.
While I got you here, last thing, really last thing. Big time thing happened in your career, right?
Again, what a pivot.
Well, I got to pivot.
That's great.
What a
I got to
transition.
take us. I got to take us out of here.
Okay, all right.
But I just want to get it in before we go. Pause. No Diddy. Why are you shaking your head at me?
You're just the best.
Thanks, Steve. No, big thing happened in your career, man. One of the films that you worked on, you and Shireen as well, is going to the Cannes Directors Fortnight.
Yeah.
This year.
Yep.
Okay.
Next month. Yep.
Gazer.
Yep.
How do you feel?
It's crazy. It was kind of that. So I announced it on. We all co-posted on Instagram last week, and I found out the day before. It was a kind of a whirlwind moment. I think like a lot of the festivals in the States denied it. They did not accept the film, and that was tough, I think, for a lot of us to reckon with, because I think we all really believe in the film. And yeah, I think it just got submitted to this on kind of a whim, and I think, according to the director, it was on the wait list and then got off the wait list.
Okay. What is a wait list for a film festival? Like they're holding to see if anyone shifts or moves?
Yeah, in case the lineup changes.
Okay.
But like, hey, we really love your film. We don't know if it's exactly what we want for this year, but like we're gonna wait list you.
Yeah.
And then they got off the wait list and got accepted. And it was like a quick, like within 3 days, everything's happening. And it is next month. So it's like
right around the corner, dude.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. The project's been in since the beginning of production about 3 years ago. I think it was like early 2021 it started. I've been working on it for over a year. In post, I gaffed a couple days on it too. Like, so I mean, it's been a saga, to say the least. There's been edits and re-edits, and the project's been closed and reopened, and it's always like chasing its final version. And I think now it's at its peak. We actually have a production meeting tomorrow to like do final edits on the sound before it goes into DCP, which is getting it ready to screen in the theater in France. And it's a whole thing, and it's been a lot of work. And our director Ryan has put a lot of his life into it, and his fiance, his girlfriend. I don't know if I can put that in the podcast, but they are like the core of the project. They've put in so much of their time and energy and money and like sanity into this project. And I'm just glad to be around for it. Me and Shireen, my wife, have worked as post-producers, and I co-edited with Ryan, because it's been his kind of baby this whole time, and just helped to like get it to the next milestone time after time in post. And it's been a lot, but I think all of us persevered through the ups and downs of it, knowing that this thing had legs and that it was going to eventually go somewhere. And I don't think any of us expected Ken, because I think that for indie filmmakers, that's like an echelon that most people aspire to and never quite reach. And I think like this is like a special subsection of Cannes that's for like up and coming filmmakers, but it's definitely like kind of an unreal accomplishment for something we all worked on, something that we made here. We made it in Jersey, like within this county, it was shot on the streets of Newark and Kearney, and like it's just in the Meadowlands. Like there's scenes that take place in the Meadowlands where I live, and it's really like kind of obscene to see that this little thing is becoming so much more. And that's kind of, it's really coloring my philosophy towards filmmaking now, and it's inspiring me to try and make something myself and fully fucking appreciate the place that we live in and the history here and the stories here and the viability of this place as the setting for films that go to fucking Cannes. And I think most of us have looked at this place as lesser than at some point. We've all been like, oh, if only it was New York, if only it was Hollywood, we could do so much more. Well, guess what? Hollywood is here now. That's it. We're fucking doing it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, it's a big deal. I'm really stoked on it. Yeah. I will not be going to Cannes. I'm going to be on the beach in Sri Lanka drinking pina coladas and eating coconuts, and I'll do all kinds of shit. But I think like in spirit, all of us, anybody who's like really fucking struggled to make a film before, anybody who's paid out of pocket to shoot something, anyone who's shot on film and believed in the process, doing things the hard way. I think like there's a lot of doubt that surrounds those things when you work in indie film. And if a film like the film we made can get somewhere, can have legs and be recognized by a greater group of people, I think it means that there's hope for all of us to make something. And I think it's important that if you have the chance to tell your story, you should fucking tell it. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. You never know.
I was just going to ask, are you hopeful about filmmaking at this stage in the game, because it's been so long?
Yeah, it's been, yeah, definitely. It's been a really long time for me personally. Coming from a director's point of view, I kind of buried that part of my like brain a little to work on other projects. And I think like, again, like understanding that the place I'm in is good enough to make films about, that the place that I know more than anywhere in the world is worth celebrating, or worth examining closer, or worth making things about, or worth caring about on a deeper level. Yeah, it does make me want to make things, whether it's films or it's photo projects or it's fucking interviewing people that don't get interviewed ever, or it's just experiencing things here instead of trying to find culture elsewhere. It's understanding that all things are culture, and like everything we do, good and bad here, it counts for something. And someday I think we'll all look back as old men and like really like be grateful that we loved the place that we lived. And yeah, it's, you know, it's really easy to not do that when you're young and artsy and you want to like fucking be somebody. You know, I got to get out of this town. I got to get out of here. I got to be somebody. And you know what? This is exactly where I need to be right now. So I'm just going to fucking embrace it.
I love it. Me too.
Wow. Heck yeah. Your Hair Podcast. So 274.
Come on.
Let's go, man. Dude, when I got out of college, man, it was the toughest thing. Tried getting a job. Did my resume. I thought I had it all together, man. Got my experience. I'm a hard worker, dude. But how many jobs did I get? 0. I didn't have the tools. I didn't know what I was doing. That's why you got to get on O'HaganCareerCoaching.com. Coach O is going to teach you right. He's going to give you the tools you need. He's going to be one-on-one with you. He's got different plans where you can learn about the process. He's got 35 years of experience. He knows what he's doing, and he's been doing it for a long time. Go to O'HaganCareerCoaching.com, and we thank you. Shout out to the Patreons. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. It's the best way to support us. If you want to throw us a bone, you like what we're doing, you want to support, dude, we got behind the scenes out there. We got behind the scenes footage. We got love out there. If you love us, get on there and throw us a bone. AnytownActorsLab.com is the last sponsor of today.
But not the least.
Not the least, man. Adam Louder. It's the best acting teaching you're going to get in the world. He said it and he means it, and that's what it is. If you want some free stuff, go on to TikTok. You're going to learn immediately. And I'm not an actor, but I know acting's all about living truthfully under imaginary circumstances. And I remembered, and I'm not even an actor. AnytownActorsLab.com. We love you. And that's it, dude. Jordan, this was a great episode. This was so fun.
The best.
This was so fun, bro.
Turns out
I appreciate
just
it,
shooting the shit. Always works.
Drinking spaghettis.
Spaghetti, the drink of the summer. Don't fucking forget it.
Oh, man.
Don't forget.
You heard it here first. No, nobody else talked about this. No food blogger brought this up.
Right.
It was just me.
It was Jordan.
I'm an innovator.
And that's what we love about you.
You didn't see it on TikTok. You heard it here.
That's right. And don't make this a TikTok either.
And it's got to be High Life, the champagne of beers. It's the only beer.
They don't sponsor.
It's got to be the
life
of beers.
The something beer life.
And I love drinking with my friends, and there's nothing I love better than being on the High Life.
Oh, God. He's doing a sponsorship read. He's trying to do a sponsor read. He's trying to.
Mike, and I'm saying it.
Damn. My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.
Make some fucking movies.